students, this is our third video in the Indian Foreign Policy UGC Net PYQ video series. In this video series, we will be covering all the PYQs asked by UGC Net from 2014 up till June 2025 for each topic. In this video, we will be covering all the questions related to non-alignment movement. So the first question was asked in December 2014. This is an assertion and reasoning question. The assertion is India chose non-alignment as a foreign policy choice in the post-independence period. So this is a correct statement. Okay. Next, NAM was an assertion of independence, equality and sovereignty. This is also correct. देखिए non-alignment हमने क्यों choose किया था? To ensure that our sovereignty is upheld. Because उससे पहले for 200 years we had been under the British Raj, है ना. So we had no independence of choice. ठीक है. तो हमें our troops had to participate in both the world wars, especially the World War One, without our permission. ठीक है. So therefore we had no independence of choice back then. So in order to ensure independence of choice and sovereignty in the true terms, we had gone for the non-alignment movement. So the correct answer for this is the first option. The next question, which was asked in June 2015, was who condemned non-alignment as a selfish policy? So this was done by Schwarzenberger, right? उन्होंने बोला था कि non-alignment is similar to self-serving neutrality. तो try to remember this phrase because this might be asked. Next question है December 2015 का. Which of the following is not a characteristic feature of non-alignment? So I'll just read the statements. Non-alignment stands for plurality and democracy amongst nations. तो ये सही है, हमें not a characteristic बताना है. Next, it opposes racialism and supports fundamental freedoms. This is also correct. Next, non-alignment rests on the presumption that national security depends on individual nation strength. तो ये गलत है. ठीक है. Non-alignment is basically assuming that national security can be ensured via cooperation between different countries. ठीक है. So the third statement is wrong. So this will be the answer. Last statement, non-alignment asserts that peace is essential for sovereignty. This is also correct. Next, this is an assertion and reasoning question from July 2016. Non-alignment policy was more relevant during the Cold War period. ये assertion दिया है. And the reasoning here is non-aligned countries are divided on ethnic and religious differences. देखिए, this is correct. The assertion is correct कि it was more relevant during the Cold War period because तब दो factions थे. ठीक है. एक तो USA and USSR. So we had chosen to follow none of these और अपना ये non-aligned movement start कर लिया था. Reasoning क्या है? Non-aligned countries are divided on ethnic and religious differences. देखो ये सही है, but that is not the reason why it was relevant during the Cold War period. ठीक है. Cold War period में the major two factions were USA and USSR, which were basically divided on the basis of ideologies. ठीक है. एक capitalist system follow करता था and the other one was socialist country. So the answer will be the second option. Both A and R are true, but R is not the correct explanation for assertion. Next, November 2017 का है. Again, assertion and reasoning question. India is seeking permanent membership of the UN Security Council, and the reason is India is a nuclear power. देखिए, this is correct and this is also correct. ठीक है. However, India is not seeking for a membership only on the basis that it is a nuclear power. ठीक है. उसके कुछ और अलग reasons हैं. न्यूक्लियर पावर होने की वजह से it is not asking for the Security Council permanent membership. It is asking for the permanent membership because of its population high economic growth rate, um, the role played by its troops in peacekeeping, and nuclear status is not a contributing factor. ठीक है? So the answer is second. Both A and R are true, but R is not the correct explanation. Next question है, consider the following statements regarding the non-alignment movement. Julius Nyar was one of the founding members of NAM. So, देखिए, this is a, see, according to me, this is not a correct statement. He was not the founding member of a non-alignment movement. ठीक है? So, this should not be correct. Next, क्या है? India hosted the seventh NAM summit. हाँ, this is a correct statement. ठीक है? Then the 17th NAM summit was hosted in Venezuela. This is also a correct statement. Next year, the headquarters of NAM is in Belgrade. So this is wrong because there are no permanent headquarters of NAM. So according to me, the correct answer should be, देखिए ये गलत है. He was not a founding member. Second and third only होना चाहिए. The third option should be correct. यहाँ पे कुछ misprint है. ठीक है. So next question. November 2018 का है. Which of the following have emphasis in nuclear deterrence? So I'll just read the options. The first one is large numbers and deterrent force. इसका कोई इतना, there is no major emphasis of this option. ठीक है. Nuclear parity and capability to retaliate. ये capability to retaliate तो सही है, but nuclear parity is not something which ensures deterrence. फिर क्या है? Small numbers and capability to deter. This is correct because this is the basis for the policy of minimum credible deterrence. ठीक है. Deterrent force and nuclear parity ये सब नहीं है. These are not the not some things which ensure deterrence. ठीक है. Deterrence is only ensured by capability to deter या minimum credible deterrence का जो policy है. So the third option will be correct. Next question, December 2018 का है. Following India's nuclear explosions in 1998, which were the responses? US condemned nuclear tests of both India and Pakistan. This is correct. UNSC passed resolutions condemning the tests. This is also correct. Next, US and allies imposed economic sanctions. हाँ, ये भी हुआ था. ठीक है. जापान वगैरह ने they had imposed economic sanctions on us. India agreed to sign the NPT. This is wrong. India has never agreed to sign the non-proliferation treaty because according to us this creates nuclear haves and have-nots. ठीक है. And that is against our policy of equity. So the correct answer for this will be the third option. Next question, December 2018 का है. Who propounded the notion of genuine non-alignment? So the notion of genuine non-alignment was given by Morarji Desai. ठीक है. This is a simple question. Next है December 2018 का है. When were post Pokhran 2 sanctions on India lifted by USA? So the answer is after the 9/11 attacks in October 2001. And the reason for this is because this was a strategic move. ठीक है. To remove the sanctions. This was a strategic move because USA wanted India's help to access Afghanistan. क्योंकि अफगानिस्तान में they had launched the global war on terror. ठीक है. That is why they had lifted the sanctions as a part of a strategic move. Next question. June 2019 का the anti-satellite missile test conducted by India on 27 March 2019 is known as which of the following? तो Mission Shakti. This is a simple question. However, this is a current affairs based question. ठीक है. Next, June 2019 का है. Which of the following statements is true regarding NPT and CTBT? India has signed but not ratified NPT. This is wrong. India has signed CTBT. India has signed NPT. This is also wrong. India has neither signed nor ratified NPT or CTBT. This is correct. ठीक है, दोनों ही हमने नहीं साइन करे बिकॉज दिस इज the both of them are against the policy of equity which is upheld by India. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट अक्टूबर 22 का 2020 का क्वेश्चन है India's policy regarding peaceful use of nuclear energy under Morarji Desai held that India must go for peaceful nuclear explosion annually. So this is wrong. ठीक India must follow UNSC terms. ये भी this was not a part of the peaceful use of nuclear energy का policy because UNSC के according to we should have signed the NPT. Yes, so this is also wrong. India would not conduct another peaceful nuclear explosion. So this is correct. Okay. So the answer is only 3. Next, November 21 का question है. This is an assertion and reasoning question. India supports global nuclear disarmament but retains credible minimum deterrence. Okay, this is correct. Indian nuclear policy addresses both global and regional concerns. This is also correct. And this explains the assertion. देखो हमने global nuclear disarmament मांगा है but on the condition that everyone disarms. ठीक है, किसी भी country के पास नहीं होने चाहिए nuclear weapons. However, since some countries do have nuclear weapons, therefore we maintain credible minimum deterrence. ठीक है, and this is our policy which is aimed at ensuring global and regional concerns which we face. So both A and R are correct and R explains A. Next question. October 2022 का है. India is a signatory of which of the following? तो NPT का नहीं है, CTBT का नहीं है, SALT का भी नहीं है. We are a signatory to CEPA. ठीक है. So next question. So that is all for this video. Thank you. Please like, share and subscribe to our channel if you found this video helpful. You can also follow our Telegram channel for any updates and kindly comment on our videos regarding any content suggestions. Thank you.